because you have helped solve the problems of so many people. If there is any possible way that you can afford to render so great a service, may I offer the suggestion that you include with every book one of your personal analysis charts, in order that the purchaser of the book may have the benefit of a complete self-inventory, indicating, as you indicated to me years ago, exactly what is standing in the way of success. Such a service of this, providing the readers of your book with a complete, unbiased picture of their faults and their virtues, would mean to them the difference between success and failure. This service would be priceless. Millions of people are now facing the problem of staging a comeback because of the depression, and I speak from personal experience when I say I know these earnest people would welcome the opportunity to tell you their problems and to receive your suggestions for a solution. You know the problems of those who face the necessity of beginning all over again. There are thousands of people in America today who would like to know how they can convert ideas into money. People who must start at scratch without finances and recoup their losses. If anyone can help them, you can. If you publish the book, I would like to own the first copy that comes from the press, personally autographed by you. With best wishes, believe me, cordially yours, Jennings Randolph. Chapter summary by Jamie McIntyre. The lessons shared in this by Napoleon Hill are just as relevant today as 80 years ago. The critical lesson is all great riches first start as a thought, an idea in the mind. And all men and women have that God-given talent to create ideas. What separates those that succeed and those that don't in my 15 years of studying success I find is the same as Napoleon Hill discovered. It's man's ability to action an idea that is the ultimate determinant of success. I have a definition of intelligence being the ability to entertain a new idea is the sign of intelligence. Albert Einstein suggested the ability to action an idea is the true sign of intelligence. Note that Einstein didn't say it was academic intelligence and how many PhDs one gathers in life. As Napoleon Hill discovered, and it is just as true today if we look at the top 200 rich list, is that many self-made millionaires and billionaires who started with nothing were academically poor and had dropped out of school or college early, myself included. Yet, by Einstein's definition of intelligence, they had an abundance of it, as they were not only good at entertaining new ideas, but importantly applying ideas, whereas many apparently intelligent people lack this real-life, true intelligence. Napoleon Hill called it a definite purpose, where an idea or thought that combined with a definite of purpose leads to great riches. Barnes became Thomas Edison's business partner, all from an original thought and definite of purpose. This was combined with another understanding in the 21st century that is crucial to consider. Proximity is power. Barnes didn't just think up an idea and wait for it to be attracted to his life, like some people think these days, especially after watching the famous Secret DVD, thinking all they have to do is focus on what they want and then it will be attracted into their lives, i.e., the law of attraction. The law of attraction only works effectively when combined with the law of action and massive and immediate action at that. Otherwise, Barnes would have been deluding himself to think Edison was ever going to approach him to be his business partner. Because Barnes had a definite of purpose and was prepared to take action even when the chances of failure were high, he moved towards his dream. This is a critical step. Many people in the 21st century have an idea or a thought that could lead them to great riches and success, yet because they don't yet know how to achieve it, or it seems impossible, they don't even start. Yet Barnes did. He moved in the direction of his dream to one day become a business partner of Edison. "I don't have any money," Barnes could have said. "So what's the point of even trying? I can't even afford to travel to see Edison. He will probably not even speak to me." Thus, to avoid failure and the pain of that, most people make excuses and avoid the potential failure. My millionaire mentor always said, "Jamie, in the 21st century you can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't do both at the same time." So Barnes took action and found the money. Money always shows up if we have a definite reason for it. And he moved in the direction of his dream to visit Edison. And this power. Once he started working for Edison, even in a lowly paid role, he was now in the proximity of Edison. His chances of becoming a business partner one day had already increased 100-fold because of proximity. In my case, I was sleeping on a friend's couch 15 years ago, broke, $150,000 in debt, no job or income, and about to declare bankruptcy after the failure of my company. But I had an idea. What if I could find a millionaire mentor who could teach me how to become wealthy? And as the saying goes, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Some people say, Jamie, that's all right for you. The reason you became a self-made millionaire before you were even 30 was because you had a millionaire mentor. If only I could find one. The most common question I get when I am pulled up in the street or airports by people that have read my books is one, how do I find a millionaire mentor? And secondly, will you be my millionaire mentor? To answer the first question, I jokingly say, well, I was lucky. In Sydney, where I was living at the time, my local self-made millionaire knocked on my door and said, Jamie, I hear you want to become a self-made millionaire, and I'm your local millionaire here to give you your free coaching. Didn't they have that millionaire program in your state where you live? I joke. The reality is I had to find a mentor and move towards it just like Barnes. I didn't just think the idea, but I acted on it. My friend had started working for a company whose owner was a multimillionaire from property and had built a group of companies in commercial real estate, accounting, and financial planning. I decided there and then I would have him mentor me so I too could one millionaire, so I applied for a job at his company. There were no jobs going, but I didn't give up. I offered my services to one of his managers, as at the time I hadn't even met the multimillionaire who I wanted to be mentored by. I offered to work for 2 weeks for free as a trial to prove to them that I was valuable and could add value to their company and outperform their existing staff. After 2 weeks, I was offered a job, and over several years I performed so well that I became noticed by the multimillionaire, gradually developing a relationship, and was able to be mentored by him. Proximity is power. Move in the direction of your dreams. Go to work in the industry. Find mentors and build relationships, even if it takes years. Napoleon Hill also highlighted that success is often distinguished in failure or setbacks. The famous Chinese proverb is crisis is opportunity. This is so true, and why most don't achieve a fraction of what they are capable of, as they see signs of failure as a sign to quit when it's a sign to simply notice what's working and what's not and change your approach until you get the result. Success is often on the other side of defeat. Napoleon Hill also highlighted a secret of the colored girl who is able to influence and command the uncle to obey her wishes. Barnes used the same secret. I will give you a clue. It's not what you say to people or even what you do. It's something else, and we will cover this later in the book. Think and Grow Rich has already made so many people millionaires and helped them achieve so much success in life so far. This is a powerful journey you are on, as I know from when I first started reading the words Napoleon Hill will share with you in this book. When I had finished reading this book over 15 years ago, I had become wealthier in my mind instantly, even if it took a few years for the wealth to show up in my pocket. It was a shift in my money consciousness, what I call mindset, which is 80% of acquiring riches. The 20% is the actual mechanics or strategies used. Napoleon Hill talked about this success consciousness and how you need to acquire it in order to succeed.